Hi friends, I am back with my video on positivity. So in the previous video you must have learned about what positivity is and how we should maintain the positivity in life. I understand it's very difficult for all of us to keep our positive set of minds every time in every situation, but we can at least try to maintain that positivity. With this, I would like to say that there are a few things that one should keep in mind when negativity sets in. First, you should never allow yourself to think that you are the cause of all worries. Should stop the blame game first of all, because once you start thinking that it is because of me that the problem has arisen, or you think that it is because of the situation like that you had created, or you are the owners of all the situations that are happening, you will fall into an abyss of negativity. Once you stop blaming yourself for all the problems, you know that yes, you can get out of it if you actually realize that the problem lies with your mindset or your actions. You should not think that I am responsible, I am the person to blame, but you should instead think that I am the only one who can change this situation. When you become that person who thinks like that, then it is much more easier to bring the positivity in you. Secondly, when you are in a situation of negative emotion, it is better to be quiet. Negative emotions do not usually mean that you have suicidal tendencies or you're into a state of depression. It is a state where you believe that you are unable to get out of it, or you think that you will not be able to make a good outcome out of it, or it is going to affect you negatively all the time. So when you think like that, it becomes very obvious that you are not ready to embrace the positivity, or you're not ready to absorb the positive energy around you. So when you think negative, you do negative. When you do negative, outcome is obviously going to be negative. So with this, I'll tell you one story that we had heard a long time ago. So the story goes like, there are two people from the same village who die on the same day. They go to hell, and in Hindu mythology it is believed that Yamraj is the one who takes them to hell. So when Yamraj meets both of them, he asks the first person, how was your life or life on earth? Is there something that you would like to change, or you were happy in your life? So the person, instead of being thankful or saying positive things, he starts on a negative note. He says, what life had you given me? Are you even a god? What was that life? I was never able to sleep on a comfortable bed. I never had much money. I did not have a nice house to live in. My children didn't study in a good school. So what was that life? I would never want to get back to that life ever again. And Yamraj said, okay. Okay, then let's send you to a better life. What do you wish for in the next life? So he says that I would like that I would not have to give money to anybody. Everybody would come and give money to me, and I would never have to feed anybody. I would be happy alone, and I want to enjoy all my money by myself. So Yamraj said Tathastu, and he was sent for the next life. So he asked the same question to the second person. The second person was positive. He started his journey saying that thank you God for everything that you had given me. I did not have much, but it was always enough to feed my family. My family never slept hungry. I could meet all the needs that my family had. I had a healthy life. So he asks the same thing, do you have any regrets or what do you wish to have for the next life? So the second person bows his head and says, God, you have given me everything that I wished for, but the only thing, if you are asking me to tell you to have the next life, is that I should never be in a situation where guests come or somebody asks me for money or food and I cannot give him that. I had this regret in my past life. Please make me capable enough to let that not happen in the next one. So Yamraj says Tathastu, and he's sent to his next life. Both of them are born again in the same village on the same day. And can you guess what the first person became and what the second person became? The first person was born as a beggar. He got money from everybody, but he didn't have to give money to anybody. And the other person who was thankful for all the things in life, he was born into the richest family, because he believed that and he wanted that nobody should be left hungry if they came to him or they wanted him to help. So he was born in the richest family. So this is the outlook. This is the tendency of some people to get into negativity and not look onto the positive sides. But there are people who take these things as a stride of life and they build on these things and take everything in a positive note. So it all depends on how you are tackling your situations. Are you in a state of mind where positivity seems a distant dream? If it is so, don't push yourself too hard. You just have to understand that the situation you are in will certainly change, and the onus will lie on you to change that situation. Even if you are responsible for bringing the bad circumstance in your life, it's okay. You will only be the one to change it into a positive outcome. So when you start believing that, things change for the better. So let me tell you another story. It is a very old story about Akbar and Birbal. There are very distant versions of all stories we hear about Akbar and Birbal, but this is the one I like the most. So one day Akbar was sleeping and suddenly he gets a dream that all his teeth except for one are broken and he just is left with one teeth. He wakes up very worriedly and he calls the astrologer to understand the reason behind such a dream. So the astrologer comes and he listens patiently to what Akbar has to say, and he then says ki Jahanpana, this is all because all your relatives will die and you will be the only one who survive in your family. So Akbar gets very furious and he is very saddened after listening to the astrologer, and he says that please leave, I don't want to listen to your nonsense. So he calls another astrologer and asks the same thing, and he also says the same thing. So after consulting with a few other astrologers, Akbar believes that now it is actually the right thing that they are saying, and all my relatives will die and only I will remain in my family. He is very sad and he's in the court, and Birbal comes into the court, and Akbar is worried and he seems lost during the court session. So Birbal asks him, Jahanpana, what is the reason behind your sadness? Why are you so worried? So Akbar looks into his eyes and says, Birbal, I just had such a bad dream and the astrologers are saying such and such things. So Birbal laughs and he says, Jahanpana, they are wrong. I mean to say that you are the one who will have a long and blissful life, better than others in your family. That is what your dream means. So Akbar is happy instantly and he understands that yes, Birbal is saying the right thing. So Birbal said the same thing but in different words. So what changed? What brought Akbar into a state of happiness? So the kind of words, the kind of outlook that you have determines what the other will perceive about you. So if you say, I will not get to food today, I'm not going to get food, I'll remain hungry all day, that is a negative outlook. When you say, I could be a little late in eating, but I might just get my dinner in some time. So it is a positive outlook that gives you hope. So negativity kills one important thing, and the most important thing in your life, that is hope. So don't let negativity kill your hope. It is the cancer that spreads very easily, and positivity is like the chemo that works slowly but does get rid of the cancer. So we have to be patient, but we have to look at the positive side of everything. So when I say that, there are some things that one should always keep in mind when negative thoughts cloud you. You should never be alone. It's like a Hindi adage that we hear, khali dimag shaitan ka ghar. So when you're alone, you tend to think about things that might not actually be connected to your current situation, but somewhere somehow it is a negative aspect in your life. So there could be XYZ situation today, but there was a ABC situation a few days ago. So you link ABC to XYZ, and then it becomes a volcano that bursts inside you. So don't let that happen. It is certain that when you're not alone and you're with friends, you tend to be more occupied. You tend to be more focused on things that are happening around, and your mind doesn't wander off to different places, and it does not put you in a situation of negativity. So apart from that, you always should remember that when you feel that you don't have much to do, or there's a state when you are comparatively free, or you don't have your job, or you don't have something to do meaningful in your life, you don't have a meaning or a purpose in life. So it is always important to find a purpose in life. So it could be, for me, it is like helping others. So if I think that I'm not doing that, I become a little sad, or I become a little obsessed with doing it. So I don't push myself towards the negativity that I am not doing it. I try to do it because that is the same reason I started my YouTube channel, because I wanted others to learn. I wanted others to take my experiences and learn from them how to grow in life, grow positive, grow personally, professionally. So everything that is not in your favor is not always against the tide. So you just have to remember that we have to always look on the greener side of the mountain and not the darker side. So always keep in mind that there is hope. There is a chance that everything will change for the better, and you have to work for it. Nobody else will. So put your shoes on, make yourself the person you want to become, and just show the world that you are not a loser. You are not someone who wants to sit alone and cry at home because he couldn't achieve anything. No, become the one who is ready to sacrifice a few nights sleep to get and achieve what they want. Dream big, dream high, fly towards your goal, but remember to be grounded. That's what keeps you positive. And one thing that you should always follow if you're not feeling so good is take a piece of paper and a pen and write at least one good thing that has happened during the day. It just could be you fed the puppy, or there was somebody who lent you an umbrella during the rain, or you could just give a lift to somebody who was late for work, or you fed a dog, you fed a cow, or you just helped your mother in the kitchen. It could be anything, smallest thing that you think that good has happened during the day. It will help you get positive things in your mind. It will help you feel satisfied. It will help you feel gratitude, and it will help you feel good from within. So when there's something good that happens, or you see somebody has helped somebody, or there's something that is that strikes a chord in your heart for positive feelings, you should always do it. Paint, sing, dance, or even stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself. Throw your emotions out of your body. Speak to someone. Be with your family. Be with your friends. Be with anybody who calms you. So even if it is your 4-year-old son, or a 10-year-old puppy, or a dog, or your old parents, your grandparents, or even if it is a place. Like I have a childhood memory of the terrace of my grandmother's grandmother's place. So it is such a beautiful place, yet it's surrounded with so many plants, and she has planted so many vegetables and fruits, and we always used to run around the terrace, have so much fun around. So that is my happy place. Whenever I am sad, or I feel that nothing is going according to my plan or according to what I want to do, I always remember that place, and it floods me with positivity. It floods me with happy times, moments. So that gives me strength to go forward. So you can obviously try to do that. Write anything that makes you happy on a piece of paper. क्योंकि वो कहते हैं ना, कागज पे लिखा है क्या, बॉन्ड पेपर पे, स्टैम्प पेपर पे लिखा है क्या. सो दैट इज द थिंग. सो स्टैम्प पेपर नहीं है, बट you can obviously get that on paper, because that is a proof that something good has happened, something good that you remember, something gives you hope. So don't lose that hope. So I would just say that people who need any kind of help regarding mental health, anxiety, depression, negative emotions like anger, they should seek help from within, from the family. And if you ever need help from outside or a professional, please don't hesitate. Today everybody is living a very difficult life, with corona and jobs and everything, with kids around the house all the time, no help from maids or your parents, or you could just be worried about your parents living far from you. So just don't put yourself into a negative environment. Just take help of any professional that you think is required. I would always say, please take care of yourself, because nobody else is going to do that for you.